when it comes to breakfast, I don't want sweet. I don't want fried. I want congee. White rice boiled for so long, it breaks down into porridge. I like mine with shredded chicken, sauté shrimp, scallions, ginger, 100-year-old egg, black vinegar, and chili oil. All of them are starting with the congee.
That's a smart move.
I have to get my congee going, my rice and my broth and everything in the pressure cooker.
It takes quite a while to convert rice into a porridge.
I definitely have to make sure my measurements for liquid to rice are right. Pressure cooker, it's like a surprise. You throw everything in there, close it up, and you have no idea what it's going to be like when you open it. That's good.
You know, for congee, you got soy sauce, the saltiness. For layer of flavors, you got Shaoxing wine, and the aromatic consists of ginger, star anise, and pepper.
Star anise is super potent. I'm only throwing one in there because it is quite bitter.
I'm gonna just go ahead and only add half of that.
And once you've added the seasoning, you cannot take it away. Congees are like making a risotto. You add your base flavoring, and then you tweak after it's cooked.
I struggle with these.
The most difficult element of the congee is blind cooking it. It looks really good.
Chanel, she's the first one to open up a pressure cooker.
I'm burning my fingers.
Push through it.
Yeah, push through it, bud.
This thing just totally screwed me. When I look into the pressure cooker, it's soup.
You gotta reduce the hell out of that right now.
So I decided to just jam the lid back on, cook it as long as I possibly can.
Looks like someone's going to school without breakfast today, Alvin.
Hey, Chrissy.
Hello, Chef. Oh my God, Chef Alvin's going to taste my first ever congee. I'm feeling the pressure on that one.
Have you made any congee in your time?
Oh no.
First time you made it, eh?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Oh.
Because you got the taste spot on.
Oh my gosh, thank
Okay?
you, Chef.
You got the saltiness coming from the soy sauce, acidity coming from the vinegar. The Shaoxing wine's gonna give it a nice complexity. And then the star anise hits just slightly, not too much. The only thing is the chili sauce maybe is a little bit messy, but this is a congee that I can eat over and over again.
Means the world to me, Chef. Thank you.
Salt.
Hi there, Christopher.
Long time no see.
Nice to see you back in the MasterChef kitchen.
Glad to be here. After I left the MasterChef Canada kitchen, I took fate into my hands and opened my first bakery. That was an all-time high for me. I've never regretted a day of it. But the pandemic has made me realize that the food industry is the fragile one. When things shut down, it was really difficult. Winning would help us rebuild the business. But to be here, I had to leave behind my fiance, and we were really looking forward to start planning our wedding together. But unfortunately, now we've had to put it on delay. But she understands, and she's cheering me on, so I really hope to bring back the goals for her.
So what do you think you have to prove in this competition?
I think everybody thinks that I only know how to bake. I've been working really hard to improve my savory. So I'm using ground pork, ground shrimp to do 3 types of dim sum.
That sounds pretty ambitious. I can't wait to see it. Thank you, Chris.
Christopher, please bring your dish up to the front.
Chef, today I made a trio of Cantonese dim sum. It's been served with a sriracha and lemon mustard aioli.
That's amazing. It looks like you've come a long way since the last time you were in this kitchen.
Thanks, Chef.
Delicious. Great flavors inside. The only comment I would have to make is increase the flavors within the dumpling. It's a little bit on the bland side. But overall, really amazing effort. I know how difficult it is to make dim sum, and you only had 1 hour. So you're more than just a pastry chef.
I've worked really hard these last couple of years to really improve myself in savory and sweets.
It shows, Christopher.
Thank you, Chef.
Hi, Veronica.
Hello, Chef.
What is your part in this team?
I'm available for tasting and any sort of questions that people may have. I'm the most familiar with these ingredients out of everyone here.
So you're acting like a Michelin inspector.
I am a little bit.
What are you doing?
I'm making a play on xiaolongbao. Xiaolongbao is a Chinese soup dumpling that has to have at least 18 crimps. So it's meat, soup in a nice little bundle. 16, 17, 18.
I will be counting. I will be counting. The red team, I like the theme they're doing, Asian. Veronica, she's doing xiaolongbao, which is a Chinese dim sum. Very difficult, requires a high level of skill.
Making xiaolongbao, you need to serve it with black vinegar. I'm not gonna give the judges some black vinegar and a soy sauce plate. Let's make some caviar. Making caviar is just a matter of mixing black vinegar and agar and dropping it into frozen oil.
Oh my God, look, Sean, look.
It's working.
It's working.
Awesome.
It's magic.
Awesome.
Little caviars of vinegar. Fantastic.
Veronica, unlike Alvin, I'm no expert in Chinese cuisine, but what I know is that you have picked one of the most difficult dishes on the planet to execute in 90 minutes. The way that it looks is an absolute triumph. You made caviar.
I did. Black vinegar caviar.
That's difficult. You made your own wrapper.
I did make my own wrapper.
That's difficult. You folded it how many times?
21.
That's difficult. We're not even in a finale yet.
I treat every single competition as if it's the finale.
You really captured so many things in one dish. Tradition, innovation, and flavor. The red team are very lucky to have you on their team.
Thank you, Chef.
So I'm making char siu tong ho, which is pretty much barbecue pork and soup noodles. Ooh. And then I'm gonna make a pork broth with some spinach.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Chef.
Now, this is a typical Chinese kitchen. And then I see, pressure cooker is not used a lot in Chinese cuisine. What's in the broth?
My grandpa always does pork and spinach broths.
Well, I never had pork and spinach broth, so that's a very unusual combination for Chinese broth.
He always does it, and I love it.
Make sure you have my chopsticks ready, okay? Thank you.
This is absolutely the dish that I'm most proud of. It represents my background, shows my skill, and it honors my grandpa fantastically.
Hey, Rick. What's the inspiration?
This is a classic dish my grandpa always made for me, and he's mostly my inspiration. It's char siu tong mian, which is Chinese barbecue pork soup noodles.
Grandpa taught you well. You did all this from scratch in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Hô sạch.
Không có sai.
It's the kind of broth that my mother would say would warm the cockles of your heart. This you learned from your grandfather, you say?
Yeah. Barbecue pork recipes is.
When you see your grandfather next, I'd like you to tell him that he should be very, very proud of his grandson.
Thank you so much, Chef.
I'm really nervous putting all these ingredients together because I've never done it before. I wish John chose me to go up on the balcony.
Some people play music by ear. Well, I cook by taste. I've only eaten one stir fry in my life, so I'm gonna have to try to recreate it by taste.
Lynn,
Yes, chef.
what kind of a stir fry are you planning to do?
I'm gonna make a sesame beef.
And what's in the marinade?
There's tamari sauce, sesame oil, ginger, garlic.
It's about the layers of flavor, not overcooking anything, not undercooking anything.
Absolutely.
Good luck with it.
Thank you.
I only eat two kinds of Chinese food. I eat crispy ginger beef, and I eat spicy Singapore noodles. We need to make rice, and I've never had spicy Singapore rice before, but why not? It has curry in it. It has multiple meats like shrimp and pork. I think just the flavor alone is gonna allow me to stay today. This is crispy ginger beef on top of spicy Singapore-style rice. I used some sesame oil, garlic, ginger.
This is my first time having Singapore rice.
My pleasure.
That's good.
Thank you, Chef.
And the rice, it's really absorbing all of those wonderful flavors. And it's balanced. Very good.
Thank you.
This is crispy sesame beef. There's gnocchi mushrooms, sweet peppers with fragrant basmati rice.
You have a lot of big flavors going on here, which is exactly what I want in a stir fry. Rich, bold, unapologetic flavors.
Thank you, Chef.
We asked for a stir fry. You gave us a stir fry. Vegetable done nicely, rice perfect. This dish is restaurant quality.
Thank you, Chef.
This is an orange chicken stir fry, a lime leaf infused rice, and a chive ginger oil. I have never stir fried or used a wok before.
All right. It's pretty amazing. Good crunch, clean flavor. I guess the first time is a charm.
Thank you.
It's a tight squeeze, like a typical Chinese kitchen. Eric is going to demonstrate each dish you'll be cooking tonight.
First up is a cold chop suey noodle salad.
Okay, so the chop suey. We'll dress the white noodle with some of our chop suey sauce, some sesame seeds to this. You can break up a little bit of tofu. And then we will have the veg. Some cucumbers, some watermelon radishes, some red beets. You want to pile this in the center and tall. And then top it off with some fresh corn, and then crispy taro chips.
The final dish is the most popular dish in this restaurant. It's also Eric's winning dish for MasterChef Canada, Season 1.
It is a lobster chow mein.
So we're making Eric Chong's winning dish from Season 1. No pressure.
So the key to using the wok is having it very, very hot. Oil. Once you start seeing a touch of smoke, this is what we call wok-hei, which is like wok smoke, wok air. That's what gives it the wok flavor. Then you have the noodles. You want to always keep it moving. You don't want to leave it in one spot or it'll burn.
Eric is making manning a wok look so easy.
Add the lobster.
But the wok dish, the chow mein, is the hardest dish on tonight's menu.
Now we can add the lobster sauce. This is where all the flavor is. You have 10 seconds to stir fry. You don't want to overcook it.
Running the wok is really crazy. It looks like you have to use a ton of muscle, and I'm just really hoping that Jeremy doesn't ask me to run the wok.
The noodles on the bottom, then you garnish with some green onions.
Doing good, April Lee? Well, the wok is a lot harder than Eric made it look, that's for sure.
I've never made food similar to this before, ever. How did I end up on the wok?
Use one hand, okay? Because all you have to do is slide like that, okay? That's all, okay?
Alvin's giving him a few pointers on how to use that wok, because that's going to be a really tough piece of equipment to use.
My right hand, Alvin?
I don't care what hand you use, okay? That's a right-hand wok. If you turn it around, it's a left-hand wok, okay? Well, I can tell you, mastering a wok is not something you learn in hours. It's something you learn in months and years. I am astonished how fast they really picked it up.
Are you okay? Yeah. You're gonna do great. I get it right there. Get it right there.
April Lee is strong and determined, and she is not gonna give up.
Good luck, Jeremy.
Good luck.
Pick up the pace, the alumni are arriving.
Yes, chef! Oh my gosh, look.
I'm seeing David George, Michael from Season 2. I am so excited.
Hi! Ooh, I'm starstruck. Hi!
I see Dora come in, Kevin. It's just so amazing.
Hi. This guy's having a lot of fun over here. I love it. Thank you.
There's Lynn, there's David, there's Christopher. Suddenly it just got real.
All right, red team.
Yes, chef.
Blue team.
Yes, chef.
Service begin. Blue team, 1 chow mein.
Yes, chef.
Red team,
Yes, chef.
2 bibimbap.
Yes, chef.
2 chop suey.
Chef, I have 2 chop suey.
I'm pretty confident. I'm feeling really good.
That's very nice.
Thank you, chef.
Service, please. Table 3. Red team, I want 3 chop suey.
Yes, chef. Come on, height. Service, chop suey up.
Service, please.
I gotta tell you, the chop suey on the red team looks beautiful. It looks textbook.
It's absolutely fantastic. Just the combination of all those flavors, amazing.
As the home cooks continue pumping out their dishes,
4 chop suey up.
Service, please.
the judges take a moment to taste each team's chop suey salad.
We have the vegetarian chop suey. Presentation, I would say it's even Steven.
They look fantastic. Big, bold, bright colors. Let's try the red team.
Love the crunch.
Yeah, I agree.
Love the crispness of it. I think they were just a little shy on the dressing.
That beautiful dressing with all the Chinese flavor is missing. Let's try this one.
Yeah, look at the noodles. They're all just bathing in this beautiful Asian dressing. Yep. The blue team nailed it. Great texture, great flavor, great presentation.
Just got a touch more dressing and a slightly better dish.
2 chop suey.
Red team, I want 1 more chow mein.
April Lee. Yo, 2 more. Thanks, Mary.
Look at these women. They're strong, they're confident.
They're giving the guys a run for their money, I can tell you that much.
Doing okay, Veronica?
Doing great.
Get the chow meins out. Get the chow meins out.
One chow mein coming up, Mary.
Number 12.
Guys, we're doing so well, okay? Neighborly, you're kicking so much butt.
Come on, let's go. Come on, come on.
Here you go, chef. Your chow mein.
Did you taste it?
I did.
Good. Service, please. The most popular dish at R&D, Eric's famous lobster chow mein.
They look pretty similar.
So we'll try the red teams first.
The lobster is cooked perfectly. The noodles, on the other hand, seem to be overcooked.
All right. Let's try the blue one.
This lobster, Alvin, looks raw.
It's a little under.
I mean, that is raw lobster.
That definitely is raw.
Translucent there.
Raw lobster, overcooked noodles. What's worse? Both unacceptable.
Neither makes a perfect dish.
The next home cook aiming for an apron is Veronica, a lawyer from Toronto.
Because I'm a lawyer, I am in front of judges all the time, and I'm used to working under pressure.
I'm rendering lard to put into the shrimp dumplings.
I am making a traditional Chinese dumpling called the hagao. It's made out of shrimp, and mine are going to look like goldfish.
I'm very happy with the way my filling tastes. My dough feels perfect. This is exactly what I wanted.
My goal in life is to become a Michelin inspector. A Michelin inspector is someone that basically identifies what the best restaurants in the world are.
I'm getting 3 yeses for this dish. I know what good food is, and this is good food.
It's going to be so awesome when the judges see my plate. I'm sure they all know what a hagao is. I don't think they've ever seen one that looks like mine.
Hello, hello.
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 What's your name?
My name's Veronica.
And what are you making, Veronica?
Dim sum hagao, to be exact. It's a shrimp dumpling. Dim sum in Chinese means a touch of heart, and I like the idea that you put a lot of heart into every little bite.
Why are you here?
I have a 20-year plan, and I believe that winning MasterChef Canada will give me an express pass to the finish line.
What's the finish line?
The finish line is I want to be a Michelin inspector.
The only person that would scare me more than a lawyer is a Michelin inspector. So if you become both, I will bow before you.
What was the inspiration for doing this particular dumpling dish?
I saw this beautiful blue plate, which reminded me of a pond. And my grandfather actually had a koi pond when I was growing up.
What do you know about Italian, French, other cuisines?
Making pasta is not all that hard. You put it in the thing, you roll it out, and I think I can handle that. But pulling noodles, that's a real skill.
Where do you get this confidence from?
I am a lawyer. I'm used to being in front of judges. I know what good food tastes like. I know what good food is, and I think I have a Michelin quality dish right here. I'm done.
This looks absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
The way you've made it look like a koi. Beautiful, and the wrapper just glistens there really nicely. You have bamboo shoots in here?
No, I don't have bamboo shoots in there. So I actually put carrots in there as well as shiitake mushrooms.
So you believe in adding a little twist to make them your own?
I do believe in doing that.
Interesting. Interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Veronica, wow, that looks impressive. You know, you have all the details there. It looks like a beautiful pond. You picked the most difficult dim sum, hagao.
I remember a quote from you a long time ago where you said the hagao wrapper is the most delicious thing in dim sum. So I brought you a hagao wrapper.
Well, it's true I said that, but it has to be the best hagao
I spent 8 years learning how to make hagao and perfecting it.
After all that work, this is the moment. Why? I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
That means a lot.
I can taste the shrimp filling. It's perfectly cooked. The texture, just right. The wrap is, to me, perfect. It's translucent. It has the bite, chewy, not sticky.
Thank you.
I love the dish.
I love confidence,
Yes.
but you have to be able to back that up.
I'm 100% sure that this is a good dish. Not because I'm conceited, but because I know good food.
It's good. It's not the best I've ever had, though.
Really?
No.
Veronica, everything in that plate I like. So it's a yes from me.
Thank you.
Veronica, I'm going to keep things very short. I am fascinated by that confidence. I think the dish was a great dish.
So it's going to be a yes from me.
Thank you.
So now I'm the last man standing between you and one of these aprons. You told us that you spent 8 years perfecting that dish.
Yes.
In the MasterChef Canada kitchen, you don't even have hours sometimes, you have minutes. And I'm not convinced that you have the arsenal of ideas that can get you through at this point.
I'm a lawyer. I'm always thinking on my feet. I'm always in front of judges. I can do this.
Well, like any judge, I need proof. Unfortunately, this means no. But not all is lost. You have a second opportunity now to cook again.
Understood.
Well, Veronica, I'm really surprised Claudio said no. I have complete confidence in you. So go out there and prove Claudio wrong.
Thank you. I'm not going home. I'm keep that in mind, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to do that.
We expect you to serve us an exact replica of what's on this plate.
Come on up and have a taste. Pork dumpling, siu mai. Ha Gao, shrimp dumplings. Spring rolls, crispy but not greasy.
I'm ecstatic. It's dim sum. Like, yay!
I taste the toasted sesame oil coming through, especially in the siu mai.
Let's just say it was not a frequent food in my household, and I'm hoping I can cook it today.
My grandpa actually owned a dim sum restaurant. If I go home on this, I think I'll get disowned.
Pino, you're pretty quiet in the back there.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm lost for words. You know, there's 5 unique things here, and it's gonna be a challenge for me, Chef.
You don't gotta do too many of those.
First thing I do, like any kitchen, Chinese kitchen, Western kitchen, mise en place. Cut up the shrimp, cut up the meat, cut up the vegetables, get that all out of the way.
Pino, they need to be like square matchsticks.
Okay.
Then you work on the filling.
Need to chop the pork ASAP and get it whipping.
You got it.
So you gotta move.
Gotta move, moving. No, you could leave a couple.
Do you think with these tag team challenges that there is one leader that emerges?
Well, that's the only way it'll work.
Take half the carrots, and I want you to put sugar and rice wine vinegar in it. Taste it, taste it.
It's good. My game plan is listen to Tamara. She knows a lot more about dim sum than I do.
I think Tamara is the strong one in that team.
Okay, now what, shrimp?
Switch!
Switch. Okay, move, move, move. My turn, move, move.
You have 30 minutes remaining, your final 30 minutes.
We can't taste anymore. We just gotta make them.
Your filling should be done. You should be making dumplings. Pino's pacing like he's in the delivery room. I think it's twins. That's.
So which one is the toughest to shape?
Ha Gao, definitely.
How are you at the hot gal?
Which one's that one?
Shrimp with the rice wrapper.
I can fold it.
Those are my toughest. I can do everything else.
Okay, then I'll do those.
No, I'm doing the hot out right now.
Okay.
What's the skill needed?
Well, I think to get the nice thin skin to form that nice shell-like dumpling.
Just try and make them very pretty. Nobody wants an ugly dumpling.
Good job. Those look great.
I'm gonna do the siu mai.
Siu mai, pork dumplings, actually takes very long to cook. It's a lot of filling. It's sheer pork, man, so that should be on.
It's got so much fat in it that it lasts long. It stays moist.
Make 4 perfect ones, and we don't have to make any more.
I'm gonna make 6.
How are those going, Rita? Good? Yeah, so far so good. Don't drop, make sure that doesn't fall. Right after that, you're gonna do the spring roll.
I feel like I'm on my own in this challenge.
Eric has just gotten the shumai in the steamer, and now he's moving on to spring rolls.
Great frickin' job.
You know how to do spring rolls?
I don't know how to fold them perfectly.
I can walk you through it.
Yeah, I'll roll it, no problem. How many you got so far?
I got 3 done.
Nice. See if you can make those up before we switch. Pump it out, darling, pump it out.
Now, if I get switched in,
There won't be a switch. There can't be a switch.
Yeah, there will be. You just tell me what to do. Good?
Yes.
Dump them out here and salt
They
them.
done?
Yeah. Just salt it. Okay, done. Done. Just leave them.
Switch!
Come on.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell who's doing the best right now.
Eric, this is the biggest 5 minutes of your life.
I think the final couple of minutes is going to be very important. Remember, they still have to put it together in the platter.
Tamara, just put everything on this plate.
You got this, Marita. Good job. Eric, those are done.
2 minutes left.
I need the siu mai. Here.
I can't do anything.
Don't forget to put the caviar on top, remember? A little bit of tobacco on top. For your grandfather.
1 minute. Pass me on the platter.
This is all you, girl.
Good job, Rita. You got this.
30 seconds.
Ah!
Yes, Tamara!
I want beautiful presentation.
I can't watch this.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
We never got those.
2, 1, stop!
Yeah.
Looks impressive. Who did what?
It was pretty much a joint effort. Tamara did a lot more of the seasoning because she has a keener sense on what to make in the dim sum.
Pino was able to do all the other stuff when we're switching off that I'm not able to.
It was a time to lead and a time to follow, and this time for me was definitely a time to follow.
Spring roll. Well, the color's nice. I must say, it's very good.
Thank you, Chef.
Seasoned nicely, deep frying, crispy and not greasy. Now, hakao, shrimp dumpling, is the hardest one. Pastry and also the thickness, I think you got it right.
Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, seasoning, a little bit bland. But other than that, very impressive.
Coming from you, that's amazing. Thank you, Chef.
So tell me what you put into the sumai.
We have some pork, we have sugar, sesame oil, and shiitake mushrooms.
So I should be able to taste all those flavors.
Yes, Chef.
Did you taste it yourselves?
We did, actually.
You know what? Those flavors came through.
Thank you very much, chefs.
Onions.
Andy, how you doing?
Chef, I'm doing all right over here.
So you had first pick. Do you think the carrots are the easiest vegetable to showcase?
I think that it was the one that I had by far the most experience with. I cook with carrots all the time.
What are you making?
I'm gonna do some carrot ginger stuffed dumplings. I've got a carrot red curry with a crispy duck skin. And then I'm gonna do this delicious honey brown butter roasted carrots with Sicilian pistachios on there to make it look almost like a mossy log. I cook comfort food at home, so this is not the style food that I cook. So I'm just gonna do my best to be more delicate.
So not only did you get first choice, you picked carrots for yourself, you also made the decision on who gets what vegetable.
Yeah.
Who were you trying to undermine?
Everybody. Everyone's amazing at this point. It's very hard to trip anybody up.
Keep it up. I think you're going in the right direction.
Thank you, Chef.
You're both making dumplings. The difference, though, is Taya is making her own dumpling wrappers. Andy has chosen to use store-bought dumpling wrappers.
You're not gonna get the softness, so you gotta be very careful when you cook it.
There's gonna have to be sacrifices, and choosing the pre-made dumpling wrapper is one that I have to make. I hope that judges enjoy the big, bold Southeast Asian flavors. This could be exceptionally risky. Carrot, ginger, soy, dumpling, and fried carrot tops.
It's colorful plate of dumplings. It's got some crispy, I assume you got some pickles in there, so you got a lot going on there. It's very pleasant. When I look at it, I say, wow. Did you make your own dumpling wrap?
I did not.
Why not?
Rush for time, no excuse there.
Well, look at the fill. Looks nice. Andy, I'm impressed. You honored the Chinese dumpling. The filling, amazing. I taste the carrots, I taste a lot of the Chinese spices, but not overpowering the carrot, which is essentially the star.
Keep this just in case.
The next home cook to try for an apron is one of the youngest in the competition, 21-year-old Eric, a recently graduated chemical engineer.
With Asian parents, you have three options: doctor, engineer, or get beaten. I ended up being an engineer. This is the one chance I have to escape what I studied for and actually do something I'm passionate about.
And what are you making today, Eric?
My dish is called This Is Ducking Awesome. I'm making a pan-seared duck breast on a bed of rice with my take on a red Thai curry sauce.
You've got 5 minutes.
So tell me, your dad don't want you to be a chef?
No.
Why?
Doesn't see a future in it.
And you want to know something? I also have a degree in engineering.
Really?
Eric, what is your dream?
My dream is to open up a restaurant. I just want to get away from what I was forced to do, be my own man.
It seems as if you have this burning desire to do this.
This is a big chance for me to actually do that.
That duck looks burnt.
This is how I usually cook my duck.
Plate has to be up.
How many times have you cooked rice?
I don't know, a billion.
What's the sauce?
Oh, that's a plum sauce.
You try that duck. It's got some good flavor to it.
What's in the egg roll? Is there duck inside?
No, there's no duck inside.
You put some duck on that, at least there's some connection. Fat, you say it's crispy.
Yeah.
I say it's burnt.
It doesn't taste burnt, I promise you that.
Eric.
Yes, chef.
I don't like it when people tell me I'm wrong.
Eric, you're a smart guy and you have a great story, but it's the food that really spoke to me. So I say yes.
Thank you, chef.
Eric, I think you know food, and I think you're a pretty decent cook, but I don't think you're ready for it yet. My answer's no.
Eric, the chef tells you it's burnt, it's burnt.
I understand, chef.
Don't argue. Because if you argue, we don't want to teach you. Be humble. Learn. You're smart, correct?
Yes. Yes,
I'm
chef.
smart. But if I'm going to give you a yes, I need to see more. Can you give me more?
100%, chef.
Do you know who I am?
You're Alvin Lung. You're a chef, you're an engineer, you're living my dream.
Hey there, Christopher.
Chef Michael.
So, dessert. Tell me all about it.
So this cheesecake is a play on a traditional Chinese dessert, which is called mango, pomelo, and sago. I'm going to be infusing it with that cheesecake me and my fiance really love.
So where's the wow factor in this cheesecake, Christopher?
So it's going to be cheesecake foam filled with mango, pomelo, and sago mixture. We're going to get a little bit of a brown butter crumb, some lemon sponge, and some passion fruit meringue, and some coconut snow for lots of crispy texture, brightness, and a little smoothness from the cheesecake.
Christopher, I'm going to let you deal with that, and good luck.
Thank you. Okay, so that one's done. The key to pulling off this dessert really is in executing the techniques. I'm putting my cheesecake foam in a sugar bag. It requires you to cook isomalt, which is a sugar, down until it's in a hard ball stage, which allows you to pull it and tease it into a bag shape. This is a very finicky technique.
Oh my God.
Bake it right to the end. The coconut snow is going to be the ice cream component. Can I get the nitrogen back? The liquid nitrogen is coming back out again. I need to spray my coconut foam into the liquid nitrogen and break it up with a whisk while it's coming out. That way, I get these beautiful little particles of crispy ice cream.
Very cool, Chris.
2 minutes, only 2 more minutes left. Come on, get it on.
Once this coconut snow hits the plate, it's gonna give a beautiful smoky effect.
Look how pretty it looks.
I feel like I'm really bringing something. I will really wow the judges.
This is insanity.
You guys got this. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
1 minute, your last minute in this kitchen.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
That's the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Looking good.
That looks so
real good.
cool.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's up!
Yeah! Oh my God!
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
You guys!
I thought that having 3 dishes that I had laid out and planned would be a walk in the park, but man, my brain is mush.
Christopher, what have you done for dessert?
This is a play on a traditional Chinese dessert called mango, pomelo, and sago. So you have a small isomalt bag that's filled with diced mango, shredded pomelo, and some cooked sago. On top, you have a mango cheesecake foam. Around the bag, you have some coconut snow, passion fruit meringue, and also some lemon sponge.
Did you get all that?
Yeah.
I like the presentation. The colors, simple. You got the yellow, you got the green, you got the white from the snow, you got bits of textures in there. It's a neat little package.
I don't like this. I love it. I like how light the passion fruit mousse is. I like the little sponge pieces of cake that are just studded around. The isomalt basket is really smart instead of sugar because isomalt really breaks down very easily and it can handle the moisture of the passion fruit mousse. I think overall, it is one of those show-stopping desserts.
I, too, love the exotic notes, the rich mousse that sits on top. But I would have loved to have seen just a little bit more of that diced mango as part of it.
I'm gonna cook a lot, because that's what I do with my speed. And she's gonna cook
simple, refined food, and probably smaller portions. Since I didn't win the dim sum challenge, and my grandpa's here this time, I can't let him down, and I gotta bang it out with these dumplings.
These dumplings are from scratch, and they taste amazing. And this is like the first dish my grandpa taught me. Except I'm adding a bit more flavor, a bit more me in it.
Eric, staying with very Asian influences, his braised pork, his soy flavorings, although ketchup.
Is that traditionally used in
Definitely,
Chinese
yes.
cuisine?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Believe me, it is. Eric, I see your father up there. His eyes glued to this station. Have you done this pork before?
No.
You have not learned how to cook pork belly from your grandfather? Are you kidding?
No, he doesn't use pork belly.
What does he use then?
Pork butt, pork shoulder.
Why didn't you use that?
It's MasterChef. Pork belly is definitely more elevated, and I think it tastes better personally.
Oh my.
You gotta keep focused,
Yes, chef.
all right? Good luck. I can see the pork belly coming out.
Oh, buddy.
That looks amazing, Eric.
Oh, yeah.
It looks good. The color looks beautiful. 1 minute! You have 1 minute left, guys.
Come on, guys, you got this.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! All right, Eric, your turn. Bring it up.
I made a crispy pork belly with a vegetable dumpling and a wasabi mayo with a soy reduction.
This is a very ambitious dish. To get a crispy pork belly done in an hour is not easy. Eric, first of all, you have put a lot on this plate. Pork belly, absolutely tender inside and crispy. So spot on, perfect. The dumpling, this is restaurant quality. This is something I would love to serve in my restaurant.
Pork belly, it's not the easiest thing in the world to cook. And you've been able to maintain that moist, tender succulence that I love and look for in a really great pork belly.
Thank you, chef.
It is delicious. The dumplings, I think you did a great job. You can see the vegetables, how they've been cut with such precision through it. The dish was amazing.
I chose pandan and siphon. I took pandan because it's a childhood comfort flavor of mine. Pandan is a really subtle flavor. It's a little bit grassy, a little bit herbal, but it's got this very rich, creamy, robust flavor. Today, I'm doing a bit of a tropical dessert. It's gonna be a plated dessert. I'm making a pandan forest with pandan espuma. Espuma is a foamed, warm component. And I'm also gonna be doing a pandan micro sponge with the siphon. When Andrew won with a dessert last week, I really wanted to bring my dessert game this week. It is something a little bit different, and I hope the judges will be impressed. It's hot in this kitchen. I am sweating. I'm calling my dish Into the Ravine because when I was a kid, we had a ravine behind my parents' house, and I would always go down there and walk around in the woodsy areas, you know, play with sticks and branches, and it was just a big part of my childhood growing up. I've got 10 things to put on this plate, and if I mess up even one of them, I have to start all over. I'm making caramelized milk logs, so it looks like there's branches and dead fallen trees around. And then mushrooms, I'm gonna start with the espuma on the bottom. I just need to block everything else out and just focus on what's in front of me. I'm nervous because my dessert is high concept, and if it doesn't translate over to the judges, then I just have a mess on a plate. My words were siphon and pandan. I would call this dish Into the Ravine. I used the siphon 2 ways. I've done a pandan coconut espuma on the bottom and also used it to make a steamed micro sponge on top. There's meringue mushrooms for some crisp, a pistachio crumb, some caramelized milk logs, and then just some red currants and yellow currants for some acidity.
Wow. I must say, I am lost for words. It's so pretty that I don't want to eat it. There's moss, there's mushrooms, there's soil. This is so beautiful, but does it taste as good as it looks? I love the soil. And the pandan is definitely there. And you had to put it in strong. It is very light and delicate, and you handled it well. All the flavors, they come together. The crispiness, a bit of saltiness from the soil even, it goes very well with the pandan. This dish, to me, I'm lost for words, as I said. And that doesn't happen to the Demon Chef. I'm emotional. That says it all.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you. Good job. I think that today is gonna be finally my day to win.